Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Hunter Brown of Sister Wives speaks out about his brother Garrison. Sister Wives star Hunter Brown continues to stay in touch with the fans since the heartbreaking loss of the family. On March 5, 2024, Kody and Janelle's son, Garrison, passed away. It was reported that he died from an apparent suicide at his Arizona home. The tragic death of Garrison was mourned by friends, family, and followers. But Janelle and her children continue to stay strong. Hunter even took to social media to share his special tribute for his late brother. His social media went dark on Garrison's death anniversary but broke his silence on this special day. Read on to learn more about his post. What's up with Hunter Brown today? Hunter keeps online journals of his travels with his siblings and friends. The Sister Wives star showed some of his loved ones' gorgeous photos from his skiing excursion a month ago. Hunter also raved about the possibility of attending a NASCAR race live in the same month. Additionally, he enjoys spending the night with his friends and eating a lot of delicious meals inside. However, Hunter never forgets to remember to pay tribute to his deceased brother, Garrison, despite all of the fun events. Garrison receives a special tribute from Hunter in a social media post. Hunter Brown shared a series of photos with his late brother, Garrison. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory, the Sister Wives star began his caption. After that, Hunter advised his people to spend as much time as possible with the people they care about. He said, "Remember to spend the time you have with those you love. My dog's birthday is today. Love you, dude." While they were still filming for the show, some of the photos show how much fun they had together. Some also showed their silly moments where they were wearing box hats. Hunter clearly values many of the times he spends with Garrison. Many fans also showed sympathy and sent positive messages to Hunter and his late brother. What's Janelle Brown doing since her tragic loss on Sister Wives? Since Garrison's tragic death, Janelle Brown has also been documenting her healing process. Along with Maddie and Christine, the Sister Wives actress has been doing well as a brand ambassador for the Pink Beverage Company. Janelle is currently living in North Carolina. The latest season featured the aftermath of her separation from Kody. The first trailers for the upcoming tell-all show Janelle showing a strong interest in pursuing her portion of the Coyote Pass property have already been released by TLC. Sister Wives, I don't think the Brown family's drama will be over with the Coyote Pass property redistribution. There's a bigger battle ahead. Kody Brown's dispute with his ex-wives Mary Brown and Janelle Brown over their Arizona property, Coyote Pass, dominated much of season 19 of Sister Wives. Kody had previously been married to Christine, Mary, and Janelle Brown. In season 1, his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, joined the family. As they co-parented their 18 children across 4 households, the Browns put in a lot of effort to dispel stereotypes. However, behind the scenes, not everything was perfect. In 2021, Christine left Kody, followed shortly thereafter by Janelle and Mary, ending their polygamy dream. Since his divorces, Kody has been at odds with his ex-wives over Coyote Pass. Mary and Janelle still own a portion of the land, despite the fact that Christine gave up her rights to the property. They were forced to think about taking legal action when Kody refused to give Mary and Janelle their fair share of Coyote Pass. Starcasm made the announcement on April 1, 2025, that Kody had finally divided the land so that Mary and Janelle would have more equal ownership. But I think the fight isn't over yet, and Kody and his ex-girlfriend still have a rough road ahead of them. Property is still owned by Kody and his ex-wives. Inequalities in the ownership of Coyote Pass are resolved by the property's redistribution, which was recorded on March 27, 2025. Kody&Robyn used to own the majority of the land, but Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Mary now share ownership of the 2 largest plots. The 2 smaller plots are also divided equally, with Mary and Janelle owning one and Kody and Robyn owning the other. This is the first step in Mary and Janelle's quest to get their fair share of the family's investment. Nevertheless, it does not free them from their financial ties to Kody&Robyn. After Kody persuaded his 4 wives to leave their idyllic Las Vegas lives for an uncertain future in Flagstaff, Arizona, Coyote Pass became a very contentious topic for the family. Due to a series of financial setbacks and, ultimately, shattered marriages, the Browns never developed the land. Even though Starchasm's redistribution of Coyote Pass is a step forward, it does not remove the family's emotional ties to the land. I'm happy that Janelle and Mary own a more equal share of the property, but I also worry about the implications for their ability to move on from their troubled marriages. Mary and Janelle signed Robyn a few months later. Even though Mary, Janelle, and Kody all signed the deed in January, Starchasm noted that Robyn did not do so for 2 more months. On March 26, the day before the revised deeds were recorded, she signed the document. This indicates that the drama surrounding the property has persisted even during the process of redistribution. Robyn was particularly sentimental about Coyote Pass, despite the fact that the entire family had a strong emotional connection to the property. Her struggle to accept the end of her plural family was documented in seasons 18 and 19. Even as she witnessed the dissolution of Kody's 3 other marriages, Robyn insisted that the family would reunite on Coyote Pass. Robyn has always maintained that she was committed to plural marriage. She dreamed of growing old with her sister wives. Robyn married just one person, Kody, who became increasingly irate and resentful as he divorced her multiple times. It makes sense that Robyn avoided confronting the actuality of changing Coyote Pass's ownership. This indicates that the Brown adult's resentment is unabated despite the redistribution of the land and that feelings are still very high. For the former family, selling the property will be yet another struggle. The primary objective of Mary and Janelle is to recover their financial investments in Coyote Pass. The Browns' finances were a murky subject, with Kody often acting as guarantor for the family's shared accounts. Mary, Janelle, and Christine had no claim to the family's assets because only Kody&Robyn's marriage was recognized by law. Following her breakup with Kody, Janelle acknowledged that her precarious financial situation made her feel embarrassed. Not only will Coyote Pass be divided up, but it will also be sold so that she can get her equity back. Although a property sale is likely in the near future, considering how everything has played out so far between the former family, I doubt it will be a smooth process. Kody, Robyn, Mary, and Janelle will need to agree on the terms of the sale before they can sell Coyote Pass. They will need to choose when to sell, how much of the land to give up, and at what price. Even though Mary and Janelle have won their first battle, they still have a long way to go in selling Coyote Pass because of Kody's lack of communication and consideration for the perspectives of his ex-girlfriends. The sister-wives family has long been a complex tapestry of love, struggle, and evolution. But in March 2024, fans, friends, and the Brown family were shaken to their core by the tragic death of Robert Garrison Brown, the son of Janelle and Kody Brown. Garrison's passing, an apparent suicide at his Arizona home, was a devastating blow to a family that had already been grappling with emotional fractures, physical distance, and public scrutiny. Amid this heartbreaking loss, one figure quietly stood resilient: Hunter Brown, Garrison's older brother. Though often private, Hunter has always been one of the most grounded of Janelle and Kody's children. He's managed to forge his own path outside of the drama often seen on TLC's Sister Wives, yet he remains a tether to his family, especially to his siblings. While his social media went dark on the 1-year anniversary of Garrison's death, it was on this solemn occasion that he finally broke his silence, sharing a touching tribute that reminded everyone just how deep their brotherly bond had been. A year of silence and grief. The Brown family is no stranger to adversity. Over the years, fans have watched as relationships between the sister wives unraveled, Kody's leadership was questioned, and the children navigated the pressures of growing up in a very public plural family. But Garrison's passing was perhaps the most significant tragedy to touch the family. In the immediate aftermath, Janelle was vocal about her grief, supported by her children and followers who flooded her posts with condolences. But Hunter, a former Air Force Academy student and a generally private individual, stepped back from the limelight. He chose silence, not out of avoidance, but out of reverence and heartbreak. For many fans, the absence of Hunter's voice was itself a poignant form of mourning. His bond with Garrison was visible throughout their childhood, and clips from Sister Wives showed them sharing laughter, adventures, and the unique closeness that comes from being part of a sprawling family where sibling bonds often become more central than parental ones. Hunter's life today: joy, healing, and reflection. In the months following the tragedy, Hunter slowly returned to social media, not with words, but with pictures of healing. His posts showed him skiing in the mountains, attending NASCAR events, enjoying dinners with friends, and, notably, spending time with his siblings. It was as if he was quietly showing the world, and perhaps himself, that life, while never the same, could still be full of joy and connection. Each photo Hunter shared was a testament to the small victories of moving forward. He never directly referenced the grief that he and his family still carried, but his smile in those images carried a depth that told its own story. Behind every joyful moment was the undercurrent of someone missing. Then, on March 5, 2025, exactly 1 year after Garrison's passing, Hunter finally found his words. The tribute that broke the silence. In a deeply heartfelt social media post, Hunter shared a carousel of photos of himself and Garrison, mostly candid shots filled with humor and warmth. From their teenage years to more recent memories, the images told a story of brotherhood and shared experiences. One image, where both wore makeshift box hats and struck silly poses, stood out for fans as the perfect encapsulation of their bond: goofy, joyful, and utterly real. His caption read, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Remember to spend the time you have with those you love. Happy birthday to my boy. Love you, dude." It was a simple message, but one that echoed across a grieving fanbase. The quote, likely inspired by Dr. Seuss, struck a chord with many who had also lost loved ones. It wasn't just a birthday message, it was a call to action, a plea for people to be present in their lives and cherish those around them. Fans flooded the post with support. Comments like "he would be so proud of you," and "sending love to you and your family," filled the thread. Even those who had never met the Brown brothers felt the impact of Hunter's grief, and his bravery in sharing it. Remembering Garrison, a life that touched many. Garrison was known by Sister Wives viewers for his independent spirit and deep love for his family, especially his mother, Janelle. He had moved into his own home in Arizona but was never far from his siblings or the show's orbit. He also joined the National Guard, reflecting his sense of discipline and service. Despite the tension between Garrison and his father, Kody, a conflict that was increasingly visible in the final seasons of Sister Wives, he remained loyal to his siblings and mother. Fans often saw him as one of the more relatable and grounded members of the Brown family. His death shocked not only his family but the entire Sister Wives community. It's clear now, through tributes like Hunter's, that Garrison left a mark that extends beyond the show. He was a brother, a friend, and a light in the lives of those who knew him. Janelle Brown's journey of healing. While Hunter broke his silence in a tribute, Janelle has been more vocal about her grief. The Sister Wives matriarch has shared emotional posts, reflecting on her son's life and the process of moving forward. She often discusses the importance of support systems, both online and offline, and has found strength in her faith and her children. Janelle has also thrown herself into her business ventures, becoming an ambassador for the wellness brand that Christine also promotes. Despite the heaviness of loss, Janelle has focused on growth, health, and building a new life in North Carolina. Her appearances in upcoming tell-all trailers reveal a woman who has been deeply affected but not broken. Her healing, like Hunter's, is ongoing, but both reflect a resilience that fans admire. The Brown siblings, reconnecting after tragedy. One surprising outcome of Garrison's death has been the visible effort among the Brown siblings to stay connected. The Brown children have always had a tight bond, and in the wake of such tragedy, they've drawn even closer. Hunter's photos of skiing trips and group hangouts suggest that the siblings are making conscious efforts to maintain their closeness. Maddie, Logan, Gabe, Savannah, and others have been more active online, often liking and commenting on each other's posts. There's an unspoken understanding that life is precious, and that time with loved ones should be treasured. Some fans have speculated that Garrison's passing may even bring about new unity in the family, especially as the siblings age and develop lives of their own, independent of the TLC cameras. The role of grief in a public life. Grieving in public is never easy, especially when that grief is tied to a reality TV show that continues to document the lives of those involved. For the Browns, every tear, silence, and tribute is witnessed and interpreted by fans. Hunter's silence was never a sign of detachment, it was a form of processing.